What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the YouTube Barber Academy, and today we are going to be breaking down some of the newest, latest, and greatest tools from StyleCraft and Gamma. And we are going to be starting with getting some of this stuff out of the way, and I'm going to show you guys something I've been really excited to show you for a long time. And this has been in process for probably almost 2 years. And I have a whole bunch of stuff here in this box. I got my top-down camera, so smash the likes, hit the middle of the screen, double tap the middle of the screen to thumb up the video, and we're going to go ahead. We're going to get started. I'm going to let some people get up in the room, and that's going to be that. So one of the things we talk about a lot here on the YBA is how you need to be mentally fit if you want to enter this business, because especially in the beginning, you got to know you're going to be slow. You're not going to be the most skilled person at the shop, and you're going to need some time to kind of build your repertoire. So you have to learn how to be mentally fit. You have to learn how to be patient. But having some good tools can definitely be a plus. And just want to ask the question to you guys. Thank you guys so much for the thumbs up. I just want to ask a quick question to you guys. How many clippers, how many trimmers, how many shavers do you guys have on your station right now? Drop that in the comments, and we're going to flip over to this view here. And we're going to show you guys an unboxing of something that is, matter of fact, I don't know if we should save this one, guys. This is going to be something like, really, this one means a lot to me. We put a lot of work into this, and I want to show it to you right now. So here we have the Rain clipper, and there are some serious upgrades and updates, and I don't even need to say it out loud. But this is really going to be something special. And if you guys are in the market for a clipper that is literally coming in under $200, that is probably going to rival any clipper out there in the world, this is the one. All right. It feels so. This is my first time, guys, looking at this in the actual, like, I'm actually looking at this for the first time in its real packaging. And here we have the Rain clipper from StyleCraft. Now, one of the notable features here is it has 7,800 RPMs, right? But it has 5 hours of runtime, which is exceptional. And let's see the biggest feature here. So I know somebody already thumbed me down because you say this all the time, Ed. I get it. But this blade right here, I've had in prototype testing, and we're going to get into it. So let's check it out. Feeling the white. It is super compact, and there it is, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to show you guys that feature in just a second, but just take a second, and I'm going to put it alongside of a Rebel. So here's a Rebel, and there's the Rain. Significantly smaller. When you look at the body, every little curve about it, everything from where they chose to put, wherever you choose to put your hand, you're going to absolutely love this thing. Now, this lever, it's a little shorter, but let's go ahead and check the clicks, all right? That's position 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But let's have a closer look at that blade, guys. Focus on that blade. This blade is the Echo Crunch taper blade, first of its kind in the Rain. Long may this blade reign. You guys have never detailed a section easier in your life. And literally, we had this blade for probably about 6 months. It was the absolute best. If you look at it, it looks like a mini blur blade. It really does. And it functions just incredibly well. Now, there's a reason why I'm so excited about this one, because we have been working on this for some times. A million things got in our way. A million things were not right until we finally, we're all super satisfied with this. But let's do a little sound test. Super quiet. Let's do it. This is the first time I've ever even turned it on, guys. So I don't know if you guys. We'll call it 66 to 67 decibels. It just has a very faint amount of, just the little Rain logo right here. It's not overwhelming. Like, it's just really a cool, solid white clipper that's super compact, extremely powerful, and 5 hours of runtime is what's being reported here right now, and I could say, oh, I'm sorry, this one is actually 3 hours of runtime. The rewind. I'm sorry. The first data point I had said 5 hours of runtime. We have done some testing here, and it is 3 hours of runtime. Black Echo Crunch taper blade. All right, and let's see what else we actually get in the box here. I'm going to flip you guys back over to the view, and let's see what we get in the box here. What's nice about this, guys, is they kept the price down. So this is going to be about a $200. It might be a little bit lower. It might be a tiny bit higher, but it's going to be about a $200 offering. You're getting the white double magnetic tight guards, one extra lever, USB-C charging, and your screwdriver. So you're not getting like, the stand and some of the other stuff. But out of curiosity, let's see if it fits in one of the stands. I have here a stand from, this is actually from one of the Xceeds. I'm just curious to see. It doesn't fit in here. I wonder if it would fit in a Rebel stand. I don't know the answer to that just yet. But I don't know what you guys think about it. But this is just like so many times before. When I came with the Saber and I showed you guys the Saber, and I had the experience of using the Saber like way before a lot of other people. It was just me. There's a handful of testers that got it. And I was just blown away by it. So when I came to you guys and I said, I think this is the best clipper, up until this point, I really thought that the Saber was the best clipper, and it might still be for some of you guys. But if you want a low-cost, powerful digital brushless motor that comes with a really special and unique blade that I bet a lot of people are going to wind up putting on their clippers. And I want to preface this too by saying that this clipper right here, this blade, all of our blades are interchangeable. So if you got this blade and you wanted to put it on something else, you totally could do that. But that's the Rain clipper. Now we got a whole lot of other stuff here to go ahead and unbox. So we're going to do that here with you guys right now. One of the other ones we got cooking up here, the Rain trimmer. Had the pleasure of working with this all day yesterday. And there's also something special to be said about that blade as well. So put this away. You guys are getting the first look at it here with me today. So I appreciate all of you guys for jumping in here. Double tap in the middle of the screen if you guys are liking the content. If you guys want to see some of this stuff, this early stuff. Let's see if it's even in here. I don't know because I got two of them. So let's see if it is in here. Okay, cool. This is the one I actually used yesterday. So this isn't the official live unboxing here. But this is a really cool unit as well, at a very fair price. So I'll just go through a couple of the specs. 7,200 RPMs, 3.5 hours of runtime, digital brushless motor, which is super quiet. So let's go ahead and let's test it. Oh, I'm sorry. Here we go. We'll call that roughly 66 decibels. But honestly, when it's on and you're using it, you can hardly hear it in the shop. This is super, super small. I mean, look at it compared to like this clipper right here is a King Saladin Rebel. I wouldn't call this clipper like a gargantuan or anything. I wouldn't call this like super big. But I mean, when you compare how tiny this trimmer is, and one thing that I'm going to say too, check out this blade. This is the diamond cut blade. And the first batch of these blades, we actually wound up making a little bit of a modification to these. And if you notice, the diamond pattern goes all the way to the tips. Now, essentially, this is going to perform very close to the way your X Pro blade, like the one that's on the Sabers, everybody loves the Sabers. This is going to perform nearly identical to that in the way it works. However, the advantage to having this diamond cut pattern is it will help straighten out curly hair and feed it into the cutter. And one of the other advantages that I was kind of noticing yesterday, working with the updated version, let's say that you're like doing an edge up into some fairly long hair. It has this kind of ability to grab a hold of it and force it into the cutter. So when I was doing some of the edge ups yesterday, which I actually probably have one of the videos I could drop in here right now and show you, it does its thing, y'all. It does its thing. Let me see if I could find one of the videos. I'll have my keyboard over here for a second. So basically what we're getting here is some really interesting stuff cooking here. Let me see if I got I got this video right here where I could show you it just annihilating sections. I was just kind of messing around here, so give me a second here. I didn't really plan on showing this, but I'm going to do it anyways. So if we go all the way to about right here, this is where I was just kind of messing around. And this was just yesterday, guys. Like, it just makes super sharp, super easy lines. And I was just kind of messing around here. Like, obviously, I'm going to give this client a skin fade. And I just want to see, like, when it actually started to just go through these sections. And if I turn up the volume on this, I'm not sure what we were talking about.
With that area. Oh, shit.
I mean, look how close that's cutting.
Nice.
That thing's cutting like a razor.
Wow, those things are cutting close. Damn.
I was really surprised, guys. I was really surprised. It's just iPhone footage. I don't have clips with the clipper just yet, but I will be getting those to you by the end of the week. We'll be releasing all kind of content with this. But I mean, you guys can see how close this is cutting.
Damn.
And it's really an awesome,
dude.
awesome trimmer. I got one other clip I'd like to show you if I can find it, because these things. Let me see if I can find this other. We were messing around with Denny. Boy, I was doing all kind of. You guys are not ready to see that one yet. Here's another clip, me just dropping it on into some really heavy bulk here. Really heavy bulk. Look at this. Just like wiping it out. These are not edited or nothing. This is just, I'm just showing you guys some examples. Double tap the middle of the screen if you guys like what you're seeing. But I'm just trying to show you guys a couple of cool examples here. I didn't realize I was actually still in the view here. In the view. So you guys could see, you get the point. It's just wiping out these sections. And if you guys want to see the finished look of this cut, let's see if I got it. So here's the final on this cut right here. Just show you guys that real quick. I was able to get that line out super easy. And this is cell phone footage, guys. This isn't even like a good camera that took this, right? This is just double tap the middle of the screen, man. Thank you guys so much. It means a lot. It helps a lot. I have one other clip where I was actually making a line, but I'm holding the clipper at the same time, so probably isn't the greatest. But let's see here. So you guys can see what's about to go on here. That long hair, man, it just seems to get a hold of that long hair really good and feeds it right into that cutter. And it's not sharp, guys. It's I didn't set this super sharp or anything. I just literally used this straight out of the box how it came. And let's go ahead and speed you up to here. So right here. I mean, that thing is hitting, boy. That thing is hitting, right? So, all right, let's go back to the main stage here. All right, what do you guys think about this so far? Is this a tool that has your interest? I'm looking at some of your comments right now here. Yo, Prime Time in the house. Wavy Cuts in the house. Wavy Cuts says he has 4 trimmers, 2 shavers, 4 clippers, 1 corded T outliner, a corded master, just to keep that old feeling. I get it. I get it. Barber from Cali hopping in here. Jeffrey, thank you, man. Roy, thank you. Monster, thank you. Lucero, appreciate you. Barber from Australia here. Osnes said that looks clean. That trimmer blade is out. All right, I wanted to touch on something real quickly before we move on to the next couple of things. The original diamond cut blade, some of you guys in Texas got a hold of it. That particular one, we've actually updated it since then. So this one is even better. All right. So this trimmer blade is definitely out. Nathan asked, appreciate you guys for the comments and for asking and everything. So let's quickly look at what else comes in this box. You got your, basically it's just bare bones, guys. These are just good tools at a good price that, you're just getting your USB-C charger. You're going to get a little bit of oil, a brush, and your screwdriver, which actually, screwdriver looks like it might actually be a little bigger than the original ones, because sometimes those screwdrivers, I would have some trouble. So, all right, I want to show you guys one other thing. Let's just say you wanted to zero gap this real easily. Here's your focus camera. Here's your zero gapping tool, right? You could set it to aggressive or you could set it to soft. And what I typically do, and I've found works well, is the soft side. So once you put this in here, literally the only thing you need to do after you take the bolt, you're going to take the blade off. All you're going to do is loosen these bolts, put some pressure here, tighten them back up, and your blade's going to be dead straight, just like mine is. And you're going to have really good performance. So I would say this too. As much as I like the performance I got out of the Saber, when I was doing designs and things that just required me to have a little bit more, just different, more control over it, I would say, I would always use actually either the Hitter or the Rebel. You guys watch all the designs I did. Most of the time I'm winding up using the Rebel because I just like the shape of it. It's small in my hand and it really just kind of makes it easy for me to use. So when I'm doing that, the other day I went live and we did a cut on a young man here, and I'll show you a quick video, a quick photo of it. This was actually the day before yesterday. I was using the Rebel, and I will tell you this, for this design right here, which let me actually flip it to this other camera so you guys could see it. For this design right here, I used the Rebel. All right. And it was just, it's a comfort thing for me personally. The Saber always felt like just such a great trimmer for making lines and doing edge ups and doing like your normal stuff. But when I stepped out of my normal comfort zone and I'm doing, designs and stuff, I just liked to have something a little bit smaller. So the Rain is 100% probably going to be the thing that I'm using most of the time now. So when you guys see me cutting hair on video, that's one thing. Sometimes I'm doing it for just to show you guys the example and stuff like that. But when the cameras are off and I'm just working, I'm telling you guys, these Rains are probably going to be the thing that is in my hand the most, both the clipper and the trimmer. Let's see what else came over here. This actually might be another Rain, and if it is, we'll move on to the next one. So let's see. This is the other Rain trimmer. So I'm not going to open that, but you guys get it. The Rain trimmer, if you're an influencer, if you get one of these influencer boxes, this is pretty much how it goes. They send you like a little card here, 3.5 hours of runtime, diamond cut blade, and it kind of just gives you like a quick highlight of all the new stuff. So I don't know if you're a cosmetologist or a barber. I think it's going to fit in your hand nicely. I think the white is a pretty neutral color across the board. So let's see what else we got in here. Some other big item, bigger than previous item. I have no idea what this is, guys. So we're gonna get into this one together. Oh shit! Let's go. Speak of the Sabers, we got the Ghost Edition, White Edition. Oh wow, wow. All right, y'all. I knew we were working on these. I wasn't sure this was coming my way or not yet, but look at that thing, guys. The lid, it's kind of hard to see where it says Saber on it on this video, but it's kind of smoked out on the lid right here. And the blade it comes with is the X Pro blade. And let's do a little sound test. Sounds like a Saber. Looks like a Saber. Still has the micro USB charging, not USB-C. And, everything that you love about the Saber right here in this white. And this one does come with the stand. Very premium kind of looking. I don't know, guys. The white tools, man. The white tools are starting to kind of take over. I think they're looking kind of nice. So even just this box, man. This box is really nice looking. Other than that, 7,500 RPMs, 3 hours of runtime, 2-hour recharge, obviously zero gappable, skeleton, open design. What do you guys think about this? Like, you guys like this? the beard doesn't look right on my. You're worried about my beard, man. I'm over here showing you the cream of the crop, and you're worried about my beard. Let me tell you something. I have one light over here and not a light over here, so my beard is fine. He said. He said trimmer for doing home. What would you recommend for a home trimmer? Honestly, like if you're at home and you're trying to find a trimmer that would just like be good for body grooming or maybe just trimming your face or making some lines, you could get a Rebel, you could get a Protege. Those are a little bit cheaper tools that are going to give you some really good performance for at home use. But if you want like the best performance, I would say get a Saber or get a Rain. You're going to have the best performance. And honestly, for home use, this is going to be like totally overkill, but it would definitely work. And honestly, most of the professional tools that you're going to find nowadays, especially any of the cordless stuff, you're probably going to really enjoy. And you're not going to be missing out on much. Now, this stuff here is obviously for barbers. It's meant to be used in the trenches, just cutting, tons of haircuts a day. And right now, I would say you could walk into just about any barbershop in the country, and you're probably going to find a Saber in there right now. Okay, we got another one. Got another one right here. I think I do know what's in here based on what was in there. So here we go. 200 people in the room, man. It'd be cool to get 100 thumbs up. If you guys double tap the middle of the screen, help us get there. I didn't really plan on doing this live. I literally just clicked go live now. And it's obviously a lot of work to have like good production quality and show you guys this stuff, especially in vertical form too. It's kind of a pain in the neck. So if you guys double tap the middle of the screen, we appreciate it. Let's see what's in here, guys. I knew it. Oh, this is so cool. This is just stylish. Matter of fact, we're going to get this right here. So here we go. We got this Ghost Edition. It's not really called that. I'm just calling it that because it looks cool. But we got the white Saber clipper. Look at that. This actually be a good way to show you guys the difference in the blades. So there's the white Saber. It's super ghosted out. It does say Saber here, and it says digital brushless, but you got to look really close to see it. They weren't like wanting to make it like a big obvious logo there, but check this out, guys. Now I can actually show you the difference between the Saber and the Rain, the blade, because there's a big difference here. Matter of fact, I'm gonna stand up to do it because it'll be a little easier to get you guys focused up here. So you have your Echo Crunch taper blade on the Rain, and you guys can see how it's round and it's a taper blade. And it's got like a little bit of a belly on it. Makes detailing super, super easy. A lot of you fell in love with the original Echo Crunch taper blade or Echo Crunch blade. That would be this one. So here are the two blades that have really, I would say this one has really shaken up the industry. There's people putting this on all kinds of clippers, a lot of StyleCraft, a lot of Gamma clippers, and a lot of people are actually putting this on other brands, and it will fit on a lot of other brands. But so let's do we'll do a noise test real quick for the Saber. Rain. You could tell just it feels like in the hands, the Rain actually feels like it has maybe a tiny bit more oomph to it. The Rain is plastic, the Saber is metal. So hopefully that answers any of your questions that you guys might have about what the difference in those blades are. I'm going to tell you guys that seeing them is one thing, but when you use this Echo Crunch taper blade and when you use this Echo Crunch blade, you're going to be kind of seeing why people love that. I don't know exactly what the price is going to be. I know that these are a limited run. I know there's not going to be a million of them out there. What up, Rusty? Rusty in the house, my man. Let's go. So one of the other things too, let's see, I'm curious about is let's see if it's got a couple different colors, because you have the drop top lid here that you can open up and you can clean this out. You can keep your cam followers clean and all that stuff. But I'm curious to see, does it have a white one in here? Because it just seems like that would be pretty sick if it came with that. It does. So it's got the white one. So let's see what it looks like like all Snow White here. Wow. Yeah, I think that's how I'll go forward with it. Plus, you got the white tight guards too. So, whole cool white color wave here. And your 5 detent click positions, USB-C charging, and it does come with a stand in this case. And your normal goodies that you get in the box with any Saber clipper purchase. So we'll put this one away, and we got more to talk about, guys. A couple more things here, things that I actually have been working with for some time, and we've got to get this out of our way. I hope I don't drop nothing, because I really want to film some of this stuff here before I break it. So, what do you guys think so far, man? Like, what are the ones that you're thinking you're going to buy? What are the ones you're thinking you're going to pass on? I'm just curious. The next 3 we'll talk about real quick. I've actually been using a lot, and I did not clean them. I literally just got back from the shop a minute ago to go pick them up. And then we do have one. Might as well talk about this one first real quick. But this is actually the Homie. It's a very tiny little trimmer here. And this trimmer here would be really good for somebody, home use, personal use, body grooming, cosmetology. Maybe you just want to change, kind of trim the occasional neckline. Really very small, very small. I mean, compare it to the Xceed trimmer. I mean, it's like night and day how much bigger that one is. So if I show you guys these two real quick right here, the Xceed has a couple of features we're about to get into, but look at how much smaller the Homie is than the Xceed. I mean, it's crazy. But one of the other cool things about the Homie is, let's say that you want to put your skin line in with the trimmer. This is not zero gappable. It will cut fairly close. It's actually kind of good. I actually did a whole haircut with this, and I can actually show you if I could find it real quick. I got a lot of stuff filmed with these things here, and if I could find the one that I want to show you, most of this stuff is not even edited. I'm literally just going through some of the stuff to just try to show you guys some cool stuff here. Let's see, we got a Homie clip. I got quite a few videos filmed with this. So which one are the ones that you guys are thinking about purchasing? Which one are the ones that you guys are thinking about passing on? I'm just curious to know, because, oh, here we go. Here's the flat top. All right, I guess it's not color graded or nothing yet, but you guys will get the point here. I'm going to speed up just a little bit here. I wonder if I could make this bigger. Let's see if I could. I guess not. So I'm taking this thing, and I'm literally going to do an entire flat top with only the Homie. And you guys can see how close it actually cuts. We use the Xceed shaver, which just mows right through it. And right there, it's such a funny little tool, right? It's tiny, but it has plenty of power. And it just goes right through these sections like it's nothing. All right, we obviously got to edit that video. I just wanted to show you guys a couple of clips because I used it. And my man, he says, double tap the middle of the screen. We do appreciate that. Yeah, double tap the middle of the screen, man. We want to get this video to 100 likes. There's been like 200 people in here this whole time. I don't know what the price is going to be on the rest of this exactly, but I know the Homie is going to be like $54, $55. I believe you can purchase this one now. So, all right, let's talk about this little trio here. And then we're about there, guys. We're about there. I wanted to talk about this real quick. So one of the amazing features here with the Xceed, this has the Instinct motor, which has now been tuned to start at, I believe it's 8,500 RPMs, but it will still be able to ramp up to 11,500 RPMs. Let's do a little sound test. Now watch when I try to stop the blade. It still ramps back up. We have the drop top lid. We can still clean it. And for me personally, other than the 360 Jeezy, I have kind of always gravitated towards my Saber clipper most of the time. And I just didn't really need, I didn't always need the power of the Instinct. But with the changes they made on this motor, slowing it down for the start, I've experienced better battery life, better noise reduction, and just overall a better user experience. I like the shape of it. I like how small it is. It's not super big. I mean, it's actually smaller than the Rebel, which has been like our example clipper, because so many of you guys have bought the Rebel. So it's smaller than that. One of the really cool features here that makes fading honestly pretty easy, you actually have 6 positions with this lever. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. With this 6th position, I've been able to skip the one guard most of the time. And with the Echo Crunch blade on it, I can hear when it's cutting. And for me, when it comes to detailing towards the end of my haircut, it's very hard to beat this. This is just an excellent and fun clipper to cut hair with. And if you're struggling, if you're new to barbering, if you're a beginner, this clipper can really do it all. It can debulk well, it can fade well, it gives you good feedback. It's small and it's comfortable, and it's actually pretty tactile. The feeling on the back, I actually don't know if that's metal or not, but it kind of feels like metal. If I had to guess, I'd say the back is probably metal, but the front is plastic. You can change out these X's. You can change out these accents. They come with a whole bunch of different, options there. And the same thing, I could say the same thing for the trimmer. If you're looking to remove bulk off the back and sides of the head with a trimmer, this trimmer is excellent to do that with. It will speed up. It will give you all those advantages. However, with the motor being tuned a little differently, it's just a good removal of bulk kind of tool. But when it comes to like making lines too, you can obviously do that as well. However, me personally, I think I would rather have, like, if I'm doing a design, I'd rather have something a little bit smaller in my hand. But like for like routine barber work, kind of hard to beat this, guys. This is a fantastic trimmer. And then the real update, I think this is kind of like I want to say like the MVP of the set, because all of them are great. But this is such a fast and efficient electric shaver. And if you want to change the plate out, I'm actually going to do a video about this in just a little bit. All you got to do is remove these 2 bolts. This slides down, and then you'll have access to changing this as well. So they made it pretty easy. If I pop off the lid, you have your forged cutters here. You can remove them really easy by just tugging up on them. And these cutters, just blazing fast through the hair. Probably one of the most time-consuming parts of a haircut that you can actually save time on without compromising quality would be when you're running the electric shaver. So, did not seat that down too good. But when you're running the electric shaver, you're going to be able to save a little bit more time if your electric shaver is efficient. So it's just like, if you've never used an Instinct style electric shaver, just a big difference in speed and how quickly you can remove bulk. And I use that in that same one. They're not too loud, and just overall an awesome update. So with StyleCraft and Gamma, you guys got to realize that they're like a family-owned company, right? And when we make things, we're always trying to make the best things we possibly can. But when we make things, we're always seeking to try to improve them. And that's what you're seeing in the new Instinct line from Gamma. You're seeing some of those improvements already hitting the market, where some companies, it might take a little bit longer, but we're out here and we're just trying to do the best that we can as far as like product improvement. So we try to get ahead of things fast, and we try to improve things. And there was people who were like, man, it'd be cool if you had a white Saber. So we did it. There was people who were like, hey, it'd be cool if you made like a smaller trimmer. The Saber's great, and we did it. So we worked through all those issues, and we try our best to make it happen. So if you triple tap, I don't know what happens, man. I don't know, but if you double tap, we do appreciate all of that. So from Angola, I'm not sure if, I don't even know where Angola is, man. But if you guys are in the United States, or if you're really anywhere in Europe, you should be able to get the Gamma. The StyleCraft is pretty much in the United States. I think there's some distribution in possibly in South America too. But I'm sure that if you guys are, if you guys look around enough, I'm sure it's possible for you all to be able to get one that satisfies you. So we don't have anything else in the box, and my plan is to go through and do a lot of different filming with all of these tools. And if you guys keep it locked right here, you guys will be able to see that the process unfold. A lot of it, like the kid's haircut, a lot of that will be live. We'll be going live and doing stuff like this, popping up, doing stuff like this whenever we can. And the way that I know that you guys want to see more of that is if you guys are leaving comments, if you guys are, hitting the like button, if you guys are locking in when I go live, it makes me want to go live more. Obviously, I got to do the things that work. This is how I make my living, just, going online and trying to, just trying to make it like everybody else out here. Right. So, I'm just showing you guys some really cool tools. If you guys got any questions about any of this stuff, now is the time. If you guys have, any questions about everything that we just showed, that was just shown, now is the time. One thing I didn't show you guys is the updated charging stands and the charging stand for the trimmer, for the Xceed trimmer. And I believe the clipper will fit in there as well. So you guys can use the same charging stand for those two. The Xceed has a charging stand as well. It's a little bit different. And it goes in there. Boom. Actually, I got that backwards. Something like that. Boom. So if you guys are a fan of using charging stands, me personally, I am not. I like to keep my things in a drawer, especially where like the era we're in right now is really like the best because so many of our tools have such great runtime that we really don't need to keep them constantly on a charger. We don't need to keep them constantly charging, but we can use them until they die. I mean, I think honestly, that's what I do the most. I actually think that probably helps the battery life a little bit. If you just continue using these until they die and then you recharge them rather than just leaving them on a charger constantly, that's just a personal thing. I don't know if there's any data or whatever to back that up, but that's just what I do. And I've had some great luck. I know that, I've heard a lot of your comments. I've seen a lot of your stuff. And, I know that there's been people who've had problems doing various different things. This is just what I do, guys. This is what I do. I still have Rebels here that are like the original Rebels. I have prototypes that I've continued using from many of these machines that are still working. So I've not really experienced anything, but all of these tools come with a 1-year warranty. Some of them actually come with a 2-year warranty as well. So, we're just trying to, make sure that we do the best we can by you guys. Hey, yo, Drizzy in the house. Appreciate you, man. Just noticed he was in there. And Antonio, he says hello. He said, let's see here. Will there be different blades for the trimmer? As far as right now, the trimmer blades, you're going to have the classic blade, which I don't have one here to show you, but it's essentially very similar to like a detailer blade. And that was the blade that came on the Flex. That will fit. You're also going to have, that's kind of funny. Because it's green, it's trying to key that out. I forgot I had that on. You're going to have your X Pro blade, the blade that comes on the Saber that everybody, really likes. And you're going to have your, I'm sorry, guys, I got to turn off the screen feature because it's bothering me. There we go. And you're going to have your diamond cut. So those are the three. So I know that there's a lot of companies out there that are just producing like a plethora of blades. And, sometimes it's good and sometimes it's not, like just an example would be when it came from like the Babyliss blades, the Gold FX original blade, I still think is the best blade that they've ever made. And they've put out a bunch of DLC and DLC 2.0 and all this stuff. And I think if you use them on a wide enough group of people, you come to kind of realize that the original Gold FX blade is best. And when it comes to the blades that we're producing now, we've obviously tried some different things and we needed to make sure that the blades that we produced would work good on gray hair. It worked good on every type of texture of hair, whether it's curly, whether it's straight. We needed to make sure that the blades could hit every single one of them. And if there was one hair type that it doesn't work on, we don't want to have that. We want to make sure that we got blades that are working across the board well on any and all situations. So they can actually fit on any of our trimmers too. So like if you wanted to put the diamond cut blade on one of the other blades, one of the other trimmers, you can. I actually have a diamond cut blade on my Flex trimmer. That was really cool. You can put these blades on any of our tools. They're all interchangeable. except for the homie. The homie is a little bit different. This platform is a little bit different, but all of our professional grade barber tools, the blades on the clippers and the trimmers are interchangeable. So hopefully that handles any of your questions there. I have seen the Rain selling pre-orders are going. So if you guys want to use my code Eddie, you can save 10% if you choose to go through StyleCraft or Gamma, or if you go through like another distributor or whatever, maybe you can do that. But if you go with Fort Worth Barber Supply, you can also use my code Eddie10 for that as well. So we got any more questions out there? Or did I answer them all? Rusty says, I love the drop top lids to clean the tools. It actually is a pretty nice thing. It's a pretty nice thing to be able to just pop off that top and really clean that. And at first, because I wasn't used to it, when I got my first Saber, I wasn't used to the fact that you could just open the drop top lid. I wasn't doing it enough, but now I've gotten into the habit of just every single time I go to clean it, I just pop off the little lid and I clean it. Out of all the tools that you guys have seen today, which is the one that you guys think is the coolest? Right? You guys got the Xceed, the Saber, or maybe, just maybe, the new Rain. And if you guys think of them kind of like this, the Rain was designed to be a tool that doesn't cost too much, but gives you all the benefits of like a Saber. And the big benefit is it comes with a different type of blade, that taper crunch blade. Cannot wait to use that. And then if you look at the new Gamma, if we put all three of these together, the Xceed, the big advantage here is it has the 6-click lever and it has the instinct motor for powering through a little bit more bulk. So out of all three of these guys, let's just do a quick vote, right? Do we want Xceed? Do we want the Sabers, or do we want to try the Rain? Which one here is most appealing to you? Just curious to see what you guys were gonna say about that, being that there's been about 100 of you guys in there for the duration of this, but just want to know what you guys say about that, because you obviously have many choices across the board on where you want to spend your money and what you want to spend it on. And I know that there's a lot of great tools and there's a lot of great companies out there now. One of the main reasons why I really have always loved StyleCraft was because they've always kind of tried their best to support barbers through education. They've helped me pay off not one but 2 barber tuitions to people who are in need. They are really attentive and they listen when people say they want to have changes, when people say they want to make updates, when people say they want to do different things. They're on it. And they're not the type of company that's afraid of negative feedback. When we get negative feedback, we try our best to resolve the issue. So, that's what we always do. He said the Xceed or the Rain. We know what them Sabers do. Yeah, that's true. That's true. A lot of people do. A lot of people do know about the Sabers. The Sabers have a pretty good reputation going. And, that's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of it. So sometimes there are people who be like, we already made a great clipper. Let's just keep selling this one great clipper. And a lot of companies do that, right? Like I would say JRL made a great clipper, right? And they continue to sell that clipper for a long period of time. Now they got this Lamborghini one, but it was like a long period of time before they released another clipper, And other companies like Wall, they make a clipper once every so often. They make one good clipper or one great clipper and they sit on it. But when you are really just trying to, continue to innovate like Apple does, right? Apple's got technology that we don't even know about, and it's not going to come out probably for 3 years, but they have it now. StyleCraft is one of these companies that's just not afraid to just say, all right, let's release it. Let's release it. Let's do it. Let's hit the market. Let's keep it running and do it. Richie Vaughn, he says, how is $300 for a clipper supporting barbers? That's the market price. I mean, there's really not much we could do about that with everything going on. You don't have to, like, if you can't afford it, it's fine. You don't have to buy that. That's what the Rain is for. The Rain will get you closer to $200. We have options in the $100 range if you want a Rogue. Like these are, I understand that there are different prices for everybody, and not everybody can fit in that price point, and that's fine. Some people drive a Lamborghini, some people drive a Toyota, a Camry. Like there are price points for everybody, but there are also quality upgrades like associated with those things. I could keep driving my old beat up Toyota truck, or I could buy the brand new Chevy Silverado, and I have the luxury of everything that comes with that. But obviously, it came at a bit of a price. So, but the difference with StyleCraft is the money that you pay towards that stuff usually goes into some really good places. Like it helps support educators, it helps support education, it helps support and have our presence at a show. It helps us to be able to continue expanding and doing things like paying off barber tuition and things like that. So it's not like you pay $300 for this clipper and somebody got like, somebody got rich off of it. That's not what's really happening here. It takes a lot to run a big company, especially one that is largely based. All of our employees, most of our employees, largely are based in the United States. So, and the biggest team actually that we have in StyleCraft is actually our customer support team. So when you call them, you're not getting somebody from some other country. You're getting a person who works in the actual office that's helping you. So there's certain things that just cost a little bit more, and that's just the way it goes. So I realize that some of these are not going to be affordable, but there is also the opportunity that you could go to a show, you could win one. They do giveaways all the time. We've done plenty of giveaways on this channel, so you never know what could happen. I mean, anything could happen. So, all right, I don't want to make this live too long, guys. I appreciate all of you guys for hopping in here, rocking with me. If you could double tap the center of the screen on the way out, if you guys are enjoying what we're talking about here. And honestly, just to add to that last point, just a tiny bit more, what is the average like haircut price in the United States? I would say it has to be just, and I'm just talking about a single haircut or haircut and beard. We're talking anywhere from $35 to $50. So if it's anywhere from $35 to $50, I mean, it's not like back when I first started cutting hair in 2003, where a haircut was $11.50. I would have had to do a lot of haircuts to get the $300. But now everything has come up. Cars cost more, gas costs more. Every single thing has come up, and with tariffs, things have come up a little bit more, and that's just how things go. Gabriel, I'll put your comment right here because we're not scared of it. Just bought the Xceed. It gets loud while in the open. Probably more than likely there's two reasons for that. One is if it's happening with a guard on here, your blade might not be centered. Two, check your lever bolt and tighten that lever bolt a little bit. Usually those are the two things that can cause that. Because that sixth click, I have mine fully open and it's not really any louder than it is when it's closed. But that if it's doing it without a guard on it, I would check that lever bolt. That'll probably fix it. And if it is doing it only with a guard on it, then more than likely your cutting blade is not centered. And I've showed a bunch of videos on that. Actually, one of them got like a couple million views on that. So you guys can check that out. Young Dade, what up, man? Appreciate you. He said I used to cut his hair. Let me see if I can tell who this is from his picture here. I can't make it too much bigger. I can't tell, but maybe I did. So anyhow, man, I do appreciate all of you guys for jumping up in here. And if it's happening without a guard, yeah, give that a try. That should fix your problem, with that clipper. So with that being said, man, we'll be back at this again really soon. Hope to see you guys. Those of you guys, I hope to see you guys at the shows. I do think I'll be Chicago, Premiere Orlando, and CT Barber Expo, and like literally all the major shows, man. We're gonna be there. If you guys see me at the show, don't be afraid to come up, say what's up, check it out, and who knows? Who knows? We might be even doing a model call. I mean, it worked out pretty good for Zach. He came. He was a model for one of our things. He wound up getting a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, man, still in Naples. Just we've been out here doing our thing. So, with that being said, guys, this is the YBA And it was kind of a long video drawn out, and I got a lot more work to do. So I will catch you guys in the next one. You guys can check out the links to the sponsors, everything like that. I don't have any links down below because this is just a quick live, but I'll catch you guys in the next video. I'm out. Peace.